Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone present to the marriage suite here at 22 Park Circus in Glasgow on this very happy occasion. My name is Victoria Boyd, and in my capacity as a registrar for the District of Glasgow, I have been duly appointed to conduct civil marriages in accordance with the Marriage Scotland Act in 1977. We are gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Thomas and Phyllis in the presence of the witnesses Miriam and Derek, and to share with them their decision to be joined in marriage. This is a very important day for both Thomas and Phyllis, and on their behalf I thank you for being here and taking part in their marriage. Many of you will have a special relationship with one or both of them, and your presence here this afternoon gives significance to that relationship and support to their marriage. Marriage is an important ritual throughout humankind. It is celebrated in similar ways throughout the world. Thomas and Phyllis have chosen a civil marriage ceremony, which is the oldest form of marriage known in Scotland. The laws of Scotland state that any marriage not conducted in accordance with the forms of a recognised religious body must be contracted by a registrar appointed by the Registrar General for Scotland. The document that I have in my possession is called a marriage schedule, and this has been compiled from the information that both Thomas and Phyllis gave on the marriage notice forms. The marriage schedule is the legal authority for the marriage to take place and will be signed by them both immediately following the marriage ceremony. The fact that I have the schedule in my possession satisfies me that all the legal requirements to the marriage have been complied with, and no objections having been received, I can now proceed to join them both in marriage. But before we do go any further, it is necessary for them both to identify themselves to me by answering the following question. Are you Thomas Whitman, whose details are recorded on the marriage schedule?
I am.
And are you Phyllis Buchanan, whose details are also recorded on the marriage schedule?
Yes.
During the marriage ceremony, I will be asking you both to give your consent to the marriage in the form of a declaration which will each repeat separately after me. It is a declaration which firstly requires you to state that you know of no legal objection to your marriage, and secondly that you're entering into the marriage of your own free will, accepting each other as husband and Thomas and Phyllis. It is my duty to remind you both of the solemn and binding nature of the vows that you're about to make. Marriage is described as a union of one man with one woman entered into freely to the exclusion of all others. Thomas and Phyllis, your decision to marry is an indication of your love for each other and your faith in the future together. It is also a public expression of your commitment to each other. Marriage is about having someone to share your life, your hopes and your ambitions with. It is something that should not be entered into lightly, nor taken for granted, and is founded upon sincerity, trust, respect and the love that you have for each other. There are no other human ties that are more tender or binding than the commitments that you're about to make. Thomas and Phyllis, are you both now ready to make your declarations? Can I ask everyone please to be upstanding to bear witness to the declarations that will establish this marriage? Thomas, if I can ask you to turn to face Phyllis and take her right hand in your right hand and repeat after me. I, Thomas Martin Whitman,
I, Thomas Martin Whitman,
do solemnly and sincerely declare
do solemnly and sincerely declare
that I know of no legal objections
that I know of no legal objection
to my marrying this woman,
to my marrying this woman,
Phyllis Buchanan,
Phyllis Buchanan,
whose hand I now hold,
whose hand I now hold,
and I now accept her
and I now accept her
as my lawfully wedded wife.
as my lawfully wedded wife.
Phyllis, can you please repeat after me? I, Phyllis Buchanan,
I, Phyllis Buchanan,
do solemnly and sincerely declare
do solemnly and sincerely declare
that I know of no legal objections
that I know of no legal objections
to my marrying this man,
to my marrying this man,
Thomas Martin Whitney,
Thomas Martin Whitney,
whose hand I now hold,
whose hand I now hold,
and I now accept him
and I now accept him
as my lawfully wedded husband.
as my lawfully wedded husband.
As I seal to the contract into which you're both thinking, rings will be given and received. I'm going to ask Leon to come forward to offer the rings. Okay. Offer them to Thomas. Thomas, if you could place at the tip of the third finger of his left hand and repeat after me. This ring I give to you
I give to you
as a visible token of my love for you
of my love for you
and respect for our marriage.
and respect for our marriage.
He placed the ring fully on your finger. You offer the ring to us. Okay, Phyllis, if you would place the ring at the tip of the third finger in Tom's left hand and repeat after me. This ring
This ring
I give to you
I give to you
as a visible token
as a visible token
of my love for you
of my love for you
and respect for our marriage.
and respect for my marriage.
Place the ring. Thomas and Phyllis, these rings are given and received as symbols of your love and commitment to each other. However, it is the solemn vows which you have made which will join you together for life. Let us hope that you will be united in love throughout your married life and grow closer through life's rich experiences. By virtue of the binding declarations you have now made with each other, before me and in the presence of these witnesses, it is my great pleasure to pronounce you to be husband and wife. May you have a very long and happy life together. Thomas, you should. Ladies and gentlemen, you're round, you're about to come to this side of the table to sign the schedule. Anyone who has a camera at this point, feel free to come forward and take some photographs. Otherwise, please. Susan
Oh,
as
yes.
well. Anna.
Ian, that's myself. Come here.
Where are you going? Oh, my photographer's just joined the photograph.
Charlotte, smile.
That's all? Oh, was it just a very late?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention just for a further moment? We're about to take a happy couple with their witnesses to another part of the building for some photographs. Can I ask the rest of you in the meantime, if you wouldn't mind, just to stay in the room just for a short time? The attendant officers will be along shortly to ask you to make your way to the front entrance so you can have some photographs as they make their way from the building. And can I ask you all please, if you would, put your hands together, be upstand if your bride and groom is to make their way from the room. Thank you.